Hello and good morning. I hope you all are doing well today. We are talking about beating the bloat and all things digestive health today. And I wanted to show you some of the weird things that I do, things that are different, things that you might incorporate if you're struggling with digestive issues, bloating, constipation, IBS, diarrhea, pain, Crohn's, colitis, all of those good things. So I wanted to start off with, you probably noticed in the description, with a content warning that we're going to be talking about digestive health, which means yes, we're going to be talking about poop. We're going to be talking about anatomical terms. We're going to be talking about weird things. I am probably going to say some curse words, so heads up. So if you don't like that, you can turn it off right now and just check the links in the comments. I'll put all my information down in there below and links like that. If you're cool with that, then come on in. If you have kids around or something, you know the drill on how all these things work. So there we go. We're going to be talking about digestive health today. So if you haven't met me yet, I'm Dr. Alison. I am a functional medicine physician and an autoimmune patient. I have ulcerative colitis, and I've been dealing with this since 2016, possibly even earlier. However, first diagnosed in 2016. 2020, I had a colonoscopy that went south, not a perforation, but the male physician that did it did something wrong. And I believe because he was 3 hours behind or 2 hours, whatever it was, he clearly did not like women and he clearly did not like me. I never recovered and I ended up with end-stage colitis. My entire colon was dead. Long story short, here we are, 2023. I was better, and then Blue Cross Blue Shield, being the wonderful company that they are, switched my medication. And what was working is now not working. So we're in the middle of trying to figure out what to do. I'm on my 4th medication right now because everything else has been failing. So that means I have a lot of pain, a lot of bloating, a lot of digestive upset, all of those things. And, we can sit here and go, oh my God, this sucks. My life is over. I feel like crap. Or we can go, okay, I'm going to try everything I can to try and help myself along the way, which is what I'm doing and what I'm going to show you as well. I'm kind of starting to encourage my patients to do this as well, to make a spreadsheet, and I have this huge Excel sheet. I actually just sent it to my primary of all the things I've ever tried, all my medications, all my supplements, the supplements I'm taking now, the supplements I've tried in the past, all of the weird things that I've done, the tests that I've done, the genetic tests, like, no, I don't have MTHFR, no, I don't have COMT, yes, I do have hemochromatosis, like all of the things. So that way we have this list in one place in front of us. But this is way beyond what I was going to talk about today. So let's talk about, what do I do when I'm in a flare or I don't feel good? And what's really fun, it's not fun, is that the medication I'm on now, I went from having, and I apologize, like I said, content warning, being very authentic and real in my experience here, of having diarrhea 8 to 20 times a day, literally every hour, every 30 minutes. And now I'm constipated, which is just like the funniest thing on the face of the planet. I'm like, oh my God, constipation hurts as bad as the diarrhea, and it's everywhere in between. So if you're struggling with any of these things, there's lots of things that you can do to help. Nutritionally, exercise is really important. So the first thing on my list, and I did a podcast about this last week, but it's kind of hard to explain. So I'm going to flip my camera around here, and this is it's called a swing machine. It's also called a chi machine. And what you do is you put your feet up on it like this. Doot, doot, doot. And it has a little button, and you just turn it on like that, and it moves your feet. So what you do want to do is you want to lay down. You want to keep your legs nice and straight, and you can see right now I'm on very, very low, and it can go all the way up to very high. So, and then you get a lot of wiggles with it. Oh my goodness, right? So when you lay down, which I'm going to do right now, and flip it around. So
And now you get to see all the stuff under my bed. I apologize. We'll do this. Okay. So right now it's still on that low setting. So my feet are moving, right? And so you see my belly is moving. So here's my belly button right here. And so we're really focusing on this area, that solar, or the sacral plexus chakra, sorry. And in Chinese medicine, TCM, it's the dantian, where a lot of our energy is stored. And when we do breath work, we really focus in on this area. So I'm getting a lot of movement in here. So now we're getting passive exercise, is what this machine was developed for in the 80s by the Japanese inventor. And I have to remember to relax my legs and not curl up while I'm doing this. Now, if I turn it up higher, you can see like my whole body starts to shake. It goes all the way up. My chest is shaking, my neck is shaking, my spinal cord is shaking. So the wonderful thing about this, I'm going to turn it off now, is that I'm getting not only passive exercise. So when I'm in a flare and I can't be walking around, I can't lift weights, I show up to Pilates and I'm like, please don't make me move. And we go really slow. I'm still getting passive exercise in. It's also great for reducing inflammation and swelling in the legs. So that's another wonderful part about it, especially if you're dealing with something like POTS or just lymphedema. This is a great thing to do. When I got out of the hospital in 2020, steroids made me look, I call them elephant legs, right? I was so swollen. So I put this on the bed and would just have my legs swing very gently to help reduce that swelling and inflammation in there as well. So one, this is getting motion into your legs and your belly. It's improving circulation, so that way you're going to have more oxygenation to the area. It's going to help improve lymph flow, so that way you're going to be moving out toxins and junk and hormones and everything that's just living in there. All of this, and our cells make garbage. We say toxins a lot, but our cells make garbage, and it's really important to get that out of our body. So while I'm laying here, I usually try to not be on my phone because I want to have that whole effect all the way up my spine of whatever I can handle. And on really bad pain days, I have to keep it at low. And I know I'm healthier when I can turn it all the way up to high and feel that vibration and movement all the way up through my spine, get my central nervous system calmed down, get my sympathetics in place and balanced and feel a lot better. And it also helps reduce pain. So now I'm going to sit up and show you some of the rest of my collection of what I do when I'm on the Chi machine. So, okay, Chi machine. Oh, that's the important part that I forgot. So a couple things that I do now is that my GI gave me a rectal foam, a budesonide foam, to help with the inflammation and bleeding and things like that. Or if you're using hemorrhoid suppositories, this is a great time to use that Chi machine because you can help get that up further into your system. And if you're trying to make sure everything doesn't fall out at once, this is a great way to do that. It's also going to help reach deeper areas of the colon as well. So really, really important. The other thing that I use is an ozone suppository. So ozone is a great anti-inflammatory. So I paused because I don't want to say anything like giving you the links because it's not FDA approved for many, many things, but it could potentially have support for healthy immune system in your gut, in your body. It can help with infections and things like that. It also is a great wound healer. Ozone is known as the ultimate wound healer. So when you have colitis or Crohn's and you have active bleeding or hemorrhoids, you can use ozone. So ozone suppositories are helpful. So you just lay down. That's why I'm like, content warning. Whatever you're using rectally, whether it's a suppository, a foam, and then lay down, do the Chi machine, relax for 20 minutes, and then go about your day, or at least just stay close to the bathroom so whatever you need is right there. The next thing I do when I'm on that machine, if I have the time, but usually I do actually do all these things, is I put on digestive support oils.
So I either use my inflammatory Symphony of the Cells protocol, which I'll drop here in the links, or I use the digestive inflammatory Symphony of the Cells protocol. Put that on my belly with some coconut oil. Then I'll put my castor oil pack on and lay there. Now, and that'll be something I do if I do this right before I go to bed, because you want to sleep with your castor oil pack on if possible. Or if it's a day like today where I'm home with the kids, it's my day off, I will just wear it around during the day to help with inflammation. So castor oil will help, of course, reduce inflammation. It breaks up biofilm. It's great for helping support the gut. When you first start using it, you might notice that you have more watery stools, more stools. You're getting everything out. It works so well. And then I have my little heat pack that I just plug in and I put over the castor oil pack. So that's a great thing to do, whether you're using the Chi machine or not. But don't leave that heat on your castor oil pack all night, because you don't want to burn yourself. You want to be very careful with heat as always, okay? And then the other thing that I use, and well, maybe we can just do this. This is my DNA Vibe. It plugs in and it works through Bluetooth, and I can't turn it on right now because I'd have to hop off of live, but it has, it's designed for joint pain. And when you look at the website, people have it on their shoulders or their knees. I actually use it directly on my gut, and it has 4 different settings. It has red light, has infrared, it has magnets, and it has micro vibrations in it. And you can adjust the settings on it, and it stays on for an hour. Like I said, there's an app on my phone. I just turn it on. So this is also great for pain. So a lot of times, nighttime's my worst time. So I will just be getting ready for bed and lay down, turn on Netflix, you know the deal, and then if I'm using the castor oil pack, that's separate. If I'm using the DNA Vibe, you want that directly on your skin. So I just put it over the areas that are hurting, turn it on, leave it on, things done, throw it on the floor and go to sleep. So really great. The infrared and red light are really healing and supportive for mitochondria, inflammation, pain, all of those good things. The micro vibrations and the magnets also help with electrical conductivity, which means it's supporting your enteric nervous system, supporting the neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your gut, and helps with everything. Now, some people who have, how do I want to say this? Some people who have mild issues, or maybe it's more connected to food or lifestyle, might find that these things just, boom, done, healed, feel so much better. People like me who have deeper issues like history of birth control and Epstein-Barr and trauma, all those things, they might not work as fast or be as curative. But you know, and while I don't like Band-Aids, right, as a functional medicine physician, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, just pick up your DNA Vibe and you'll be healed, you'll be cured, and everything will be great. No, I'm not going to sit here and say that. We still want to get to that root cause. However, if it takes time, and it does, right, we can use these things to help us move through the difficult times, move through the flares. There's going to be times where you feel great and amazing and life is good. And then there's going to be times where you don't feel so good and you need more help and you need support and you need your medication. You need to see your chiropractor or your massage therapist and get Reiki and go back to right? You get the point. So there's lots of little tools that you can use to help support your body and care for yourself. So you're not just sitting there going, oh my God, what do I do? I'm in so much pain, or I can't stop going to the bathroom, or oh my gosh, this constipation is so bad, I can't handle it. We have all of these options. So I will drop the links all below so that way you can check out the products that I'm using, grab them for yourself. Some of them have discounts. I think the DNA Vibe has a discount going on right now. And these are just some of the things that I do, but as far as like physical movement and direct application to my belly, this is kind of where I start, and I do use these every single day. So they've been an amazing help, and I hope this is helpful for you, gives you some ideas on how to take care of your body if you're struggling with digestive issues. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, maybe you've tried the swing machine or the chi machine and you loved it, you hated it, I would love to hear your thoughts. Just comment, let me know. And if you want to schedule a consult with me and kind of get started and dig into, why are you feeling the way you are feeling, I'll drop that in the link below. You can schedule online, shoot me a message, whatever you need. All right, enjoy the rest of this beautiful sunny day, and I'll see you guys soon.